I live in Scotland, a country that is regarded by many as one of the most scenic and beautiful countries in the world. And I don't disagree. It also has some fantastic freedoms, laws that allow the people of Scotland and the visitors to Scotland to go pretty much wherever you like. You can cross fields, parks, rivers, you can walk anywhere you want, including on private land, with a few exclusions like gardens, schools, airfields, sports grounds, places like that. But other than that, you can pretty much go where you want. And not only can you go where you want, you can do what you want while you're on these places. Because the Land Reform Scotland Act 2003 says that you can go anywhere in Scotland for any recreational or educational purpose. So that means that you don't have to worry about things like, am I on a National Trust land and I might not be allowed to walk here, or am I on someone's private land, a private estate where I might not be allowed to walk. Because in Scotland, there's no laws that prohibit you from going onto places like that. And in fact, there's a law that allows you to do just that. And some of the recreational activities that you might want to carry out in places that you're allowed to go in Scotland might include flying a drone. And the beauty of Scotland, not only the scenic beauty, is that you're allowed to do just that. So where you might be restricted in some other countries from flying your drone because you may not be allowed to take off and land from certain areas, in Scotland that's not the case. You can take off and land even in private land. So you'd think with all of those things combined that this is a place that you'd love to come and fly a drone and enjoy the beautiful scenic outdoors. And you'd be right, it absolutely is. So why is it that I seem to have lost my passion for coming out in Scotland and flying my drones? I mean, here we are on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, nearly a cloud in the sky, very light wind. The perfect conditions to come out and enjoy the day flying your drone, and if you like, to make a wee YouTube video while you do it. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, and it's been a beautiful day since 6 o'clock this morning. And since 6 o'clock this morning, I've spent hours and hours and hours just trying to find ways not to come out. I've been looking at the sky and saying, oh, there's a wee tiny grey cloud there. That might come to something, maybe I shouldn't go out. Oh, there's the wind picking up just a tiny wee bit. Maybe I shouldn't go out because it's going to be too windy to fly. Or maybe I'll get out and I've got nothing to talk about and I've got nothing to do. And I've just been trying to find any excuse not to come out. It made me think back to the early days of my drone flying, when I bought Lassie my DJI Mini 2 3.5 years ago, and Lassie and I went on many adventures. So let's get Lassie up in the air.
That's the snow coming in. I think heading any further up would be an exercise in stupidity.
So we'll take it up in a straight flight and just see how far we get. There she is. Let's see if we can catch her. I took Lassie out no matter what the weather was like, and she flew in the rain. She flew in hail and snow. She flew in high winds and even storms. I took her out and flew her through wee obstacles, little gaps. I flew her backwards through the tiniest gaps you could possibly imagine. We played games together, hide and seek in the snow.
Do you fancy a game of hide and seek?
So she's excited about that.
Right, Camden, we're going to play. Right, here's how it's going to work.
It was fun times for a couple of years with me and Lassie out and about, a brand new drone, discovering what could she do, what could she not do, what did other people say she couldn't do that I discovered she could do. It was fun times, and I made some great videos back then. At least I think they were great. I enjoyed them, and many of you did too. But then the Mini 3 Pro was released, and as it was due for release, with quite a lot of upgrades, tracking, obstacle avoidance, 60 frames per second camera, a bigger battery that would fly for longer but was still keeping the whole weight under 250 grams. Seemed like a dream come true, right? And of course, I did my final couple of videos with Lassie, very emotional for me, and I've tried to convey that emotion to you too. So is the era of the DJI Mini 2 coming to an end? Are the days of Lassie finally numbered? And so the next part of my drone journey began with Caledonia, my DJI Mini 3. This is Lassie, my DJI Mini 2. And this is Caledonia, my DJI Mini 3 Pro. And we went out and we did some flying, and I tested our tracking features, and I tested our obstacle avoidance features, and I tested everything that I could think to test. There's no doubt that the active track and the obstacle avoidance on the Mini 3 Pro is really strong, but it just wasn't the same. It didn't feel, I wasn't excited and as enthusiastic with the DJI Mini 3 Pro as I had been with the Mini 2, even although the Mini 3 had a lot more features and was, by all specifications, a better drone. And so a while went past with Caledonia, and I would occasionally take Lassie out for a wee flight. And eventually the DJI Mini 4 Pro was released. And it had all the features of the DJI Mini 3 Pro, plus a few more. There was an all-round obstacle avoidance included, which was more than the back and front obstacle avoidance sensors that the DJI Mini 3 Pro had, which was a lot more than the DJI Mini 2 had, which was none at all, other than the downward sensor. It also had a fantastic waypoints feature built into it, which was quite exciting to me, as I do like using waypoints, and I thought the Mini 4 Pro might be just the drone for me. So I did a lot of thinking about it, and at the time there were a lot of purported changes coming to the regulations surrounding drone flying in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And so I looked into it, and I decided that it seemed to me that eventually the UK government, through the CAA, would eventually restrict the flights you could do with mini drones. That's drones under 250 grams. Isn't that a beautiful house there? Now that's a house that if you ever had a lottery win, certainly if I ever had a lottery win, I'd be chapping on the door with a suitcase full of £1 million saying, "Here's your £1 million, get out my house." That's beautiful. And away from human beings, which is just what I like. It's well away from other humans. Now where was I? Okay, so I decided that it seemed very possible, very likely to me, that the regulations were eventually going to change, and that many drones under 250 grams would become just as restricted as the larger counterparts. But I felt I needed something to try and get me back, try and get the passion back that I first had when Lassie came into my life and we were out in all sorts of weathers. Winter, summer, spring, autumn, didn't matter to us. We were out in it all, having fun and making fun videos. And I wanted to get that passion back. I didn't think the Mini 4 Pro was going to do it for me, because the Mini 3 Pro hadn't done it. So because I thought that the regulations were likely to change at some point in the future, restricting the mini drones to be flying with the same restrictions as the bigger drones, I got myself a Mavic 3. Now, the Mavic 3 is a fantastic drone, there's no doubt about it. The flight time is unreal, like 45 minutes on a battery almost, or more. It's incredible. And the camera, the Hasselblad camera, is just unparalleled. There's nothing to compete with it in the consumer drone market. It's got active tracking, it's got all-round obstacle avoidance, it's got everything you'd possibly want in a drone. And so I thought, well, surely this will rekindle my passion for getting out and making videos about drones. But it didn't. And I don't know why. And even when I pick up Lassie, my Mini 2, I think, well, I'll take her back out. I don't have any passion there either, because I spent 2 years testing everything that the Mini 2 had, trying everything out, going way beyond what other YouTube creators had done. Sometimes pushing the envelope of the law to the extremes, and some would even say pushing beyond that. So I didn't want to take the Mavic 3 out and just repeat that. Just repeat the same videos that I'd been making with my DJI Mini 2 to try and get back some of the views. Obviously we like views, and some of the excitement and enthusiasm that seemed to have been generated by those videos with the Mini 2. Because that wouldn't be me, that would be false. And I don't want to do anything that's false. I want to be passionate about coming out and filming videos in Scotland, the country that I live in and the country that I love, where we have the freedoms to fly drones. I want to be able to do that. But I can't think of that there's anything left for me to do other than fly around some scenic, beautiful areas like this. This is the south end of Loch Doon. And if you ask me, it's one of the most beautiful parts of Scotland, and I've been all over, from the Isle of Skye to the Highlands, Glencoe, you name it, I've been there. And this, for me, is one of the most beautiful parts of Scotland. And even being here today on a beautiful day as it is, and enjoying being out and walking, I still can't find that passion to throw my drones up and fly around and create some kind of video. So I suppose what this is all about is me asking you for help. Help me to find that passion again. Help me to want to go out and create videos. Give me some ideas. I've got lots of ideas, but they're rehashes of things I've previously done with Lassie and some with Caledonia. It's not that I'm out of ideas, it's just that I don't think the ideas are very good, to be honest with you. And I don't want to just be another YouTuber in the drone niche who flies around nice areas. There's 1.5 million of those online for anyone to watch. And I'm not trying to denigrate anyone who makes those type of videos, but I don't want to make those type of videos. I just don't know what type of videos I want to make, so I'm asking for your help. If you could, this isn't the end of the video, by the way, so just because I'm about to say leave a comment, this isn't time to click off. But if you could leave a comment, well, what you would like to see me do out in Scotland, anywhere in Scotland, that you would be really interested in seeing or hearing about. And I'll start taking my inspiration and ideas from the comments, and hopefully that will generate my enthusiasm. It'll reinvigorate my passion for coming out in this beautiful country and creating some videos. Now, as I said, this is as far as I'm concerned, one of the most beautiful parts of Scotland. It's in the south of Scotland. A lot of people, when they visit here, they come up to Scotland and they just visit the Highlands and the Isle of Skye and Glencoe, places like that, and they never really come to the lowlands of Scotland, the southern part of Scotland, which is just as scenic and just as beautiful, in my opinion, as the Highlands. And you're a lot less restricted here to fly your drone than you are in the Highlands, because a lot of the Highlands have restricted areas to fly in because the RAF carry out a lot of exercises, particularly low flying exercises, to train the pilots in low terrain following missions, and how to fly low to the ground. So there's much of the Highlands, if you look on the apps that tell you where the restrictions are, you'll see there's a lot of red circles in the Highlands where you can't actually fly a drone. Whereas here in the lowlands, you don't have any of that. So you have the beauty and you have the freedom to go where you like, and you can fly without worry about restrictions. So I'll finish off this video now by flying my Mavic 3, the Wallace, around the southern end here of Loch Doon, just to show you at the end that if you just want to make some scenic type videos, then this is a lovely place to come, and you have great opportunity and great places to come to make those type of videos. So thanks for listening to my monologue, I suppose it was here. And if you do want to see me to continue to make videos, and I do want to continue to make videos, I just don't have the passion to do it at the moment, then you can help me out by leaving a comment, letting me know what it is that you'd like to see, if there is something in Scotland that you would like to see being filmed, either by drone or by camera, and I'll take everything on board and get out and do what I can. So until the next video, here's a little flight around the southern part of Loch Doon. Thanks.